Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another interesting episode of Lessons from the Masters, brought to you by Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. Friends, while we have been hearing about importance of digitalization for quite some time now, we all have realized its importance, especially during the nationwide lockdown. In this episode of Lessons from the Masters, we have with us Gajendra Kothari, who has witnessed a massive business growth even during the lockdown due to digitalization. Today, Gajendra will share his insights on setting up a virtual office. Gajendra Kothari of Etika Wealth Management is a CFA chartered holder. He has finished his MBA in Marketing and Finance from International Management Institute, New Delhi. So let's understand the nuances of setting up a virtual office. To help us mine these insights on virtual office, we are privileged to have Mr. K.S. Rao, who is Senior Vice President and Head of Distribution Development and Investor Education at Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. Mr. Rao has been instrumental in launching many award-winning initiatives in the area of investor education and distribution development. Over to you, Mr. Rao.
Thank you so much, Nishant. Thanks to Cafe Mutual for this initiative, along with our Nipun Academy of Aditya Birla Sun Life. And thanks, Gajendra, for being here this afternoon. It's a great to have you. Good evening to all, and wishing you all a wonderful new year 2021. Wishing you and your loved ones a happy, healthy, and wealthy 2021. And what a day to start this evening with a new look of Gajendra and Gajendra into the new office. Today he is talking from the new office. I think we will dwell a little past later. And for me, I'll give you a few updates from our side. Last few days, in the last, I think we are in the 9 days of the 2021. We were looking at it, our teams, what is that we did. There was a reflections, there is a resolutions. And recently we started doing one module with the investors called what are your reflections of 2020? What are your resolutions for 2021? And of these surveys, which I could see, most of the investors, they are bullish, they are buoyant, not because of the stock market at 49,000, the Sensex at 49 or 50. It is because they are looking at the optimism. And looks like it's very rightly said, year 2021 looks to be a year of hope for all of us. And always when we come to the new year, we always look at the past year as a reflection. It is like a rear view mirror, and we are looking at the windshield, how we can drive on the next decade. Incidentally, this is the beginning of the new decade, and let us understand how the digital way of making our decade great. And with me today, Gajendra is available. And this is a year of hope for us. How the year of hope can hope. For me, that HOPE is an acronym today, because we are all going to be, we are already, we have survived 2020, and today we are available. We are here at 2021, means we are having good health. Of course, we are entering into the vaccination. A nation gets vaccinated, and that health is coming in. And all comes with an optimism. That's where everywhere, I think, the markets have thrown a lot of optimism to us before the economy is coming out and coming back. And it is like mutual fund industry today at 31 lakh crores, which shows the prosperity which is industry has created. And we are fortunate to be that industry. We are fortunate, should have a gratitude, because last 9 months, many of the people have lost the jobs, have lost the salaries. But we all, either you are an MFD or an MF guy, we are all fortunate. We could work from home and we could do something. We can serve our investors, and at the same time, we had an opportunity to work. And somebody rightly said, work from home is blessings in disguise for us, because we have two things to thank. One, we have work. Second, we have home. But there are many people who lost their home, they lost their work. I think we need to be grateful. And it is the time for us to look ourselves, empowering ourselves in this year, and look for forwards. And I think mission, somebody is, Nishant was asking, what is your mission? Probably mission for me in the next 1 decade is every MFD can have a 10x of their growth. And it could be but that growth can come only when we have a growth mindset. And growth mindset can come when we have that knowledge and when we are ready to upgrade, and upgrade not only our mindset, upgrade our technologies. And to keep this short, thanks, Gajendra. Good evening. Come back. Welcome here. It's a great to start the year with you. This is the 6th session of the Lessons from the Masters. Previous 5 sessions, we had Amit Biwalkar to start with. It's a great beginning, and he has thrown the path and shown the path. And we have Amit Trivedi on the succession planning, and we have Virendra speaking little on the digital part, and Partha on life planning, and Prem on mindsets. And today we are talking about digitals. And of course, we probably this is the first session. We may be covering all that what we have discussed earlier too. And I'm glad to tell all our audience today at Nipun, which I handle at Aditya Birla, which is our academy for the distributors. We just completed 400 programs and 40,000 people during the current pandemic period. I mean, this is where shows our commitment to serve you and work with you, and that's where we look at. And thanks to Cafe Mutual, and for me, that Cafe CAFE is today it is a collaboration together and accelerating our business for A, and keep our focus always on, and he is always engaged to energize each other. And let us start with Gajendra. And I was asking few of my friends last 2 days, what comes to you when you look at Gajendra? One of my Gajendra and me, we come with a same organization to start our careers, and we come with my Purvashram and his Purvashram is same. And that way, I was asking few of my colleagues. They said in our corporate world, we always gets ratings E, FE, and ME kind of meet expectations, exceeds expectations, and far exceeds expectations. And the person, Gajendra and me had one common boss, and he said, Gajendra for me is 3 E's. And that 3 E's is ever smiling and ever energizing and ever enthusiastic. I think it's nothing like Gajendra to have this evening. And it's like Gajendra's company comes Etika, and which is ethical is a word that meanings is ethical. And it's for us as a MFD, fundamental for us is to ethics. And the first question to Gajendra is, Gajendra, thanks once again. I think I'm keeping a little longer. Gajendra, before, give us few things about you personally. You come all the way from Assam, and you started your career with a UTI, and it was a wonderful career. And then you are in the UTI International, which is a coveted profile, and every employee of UTI was looking for that in those 3 years you have gone. And you are heading PMS division, and then you have started your own firm after 2 years. And what is that transpired, and why you have chosen MFD that can give a roadmap to new distributors to come into? Can you share your story?
Definitely. First of all, thank you so much, Mr. Rao, for that generous introduction. I'm ever grateful to Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund and the Nipun initiative, which you are running, and also to Cafe Mutual and the entire team at Cafe Mutual, Anita, Nishan, Prem, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to come on the series Lessons from Masters. In fact, the very word, these words, when I hear Lessons from Masters, it gives me goosebumps, because I don't think I am master yet, in the sense it's been 10 years. I'm also learning. But I think I'm blessed that I've been given this opportunity. There are many MFD friends of mine who are part of this webinar, and they must also be wondering when in life they will get this opportunity. So that way I feel very blessed and privileged. So this decade, as you said, this is the start of the new decade. I'm very hopeful a person. Uh, Mr. Rao, in Chinese calendar, I think you have 12 zodiac signs, 12 animals, which comes every year. I think this is a year of pigs, if I'm not wrong. But for me, I just want to share with all MFDs that for me, my 12 years every year is bull only. I'm always bullish about this industry. I'm always bullish about this profession. Because the kind of work that we are doing is beyond money. We are helping our investors to live a good quality life, to remove their money worries. Because I've read somewhere that 90% of the worries in this world are related to money, and if we can remove that big worry, I think we have helped our clients live a very good life. Now, coming to this, your question on how did it all started. So most of you in this webinar may know by my name that I'm a Marwadi. I come from a business family background. I was kind of born and brought up in a small place called Jorhat in Assam, Northeast. And we have our own family business of plywood and hardware for the last 45 years. And that has been running quite well. It's been a cash cow business for us. So being, and I come from a joint family, that has been again, one of the biggest blessings I could ever have. So while I was growing up, I saw how the business was doing. The business was doing great, but I somehow never enjoyed that business, Mr. Rao, because the only thing you could make in that business was money, nothing else. For me, there was beyond. I was looking beyond money. I was looking to kind of enhance my experience and get different kind of learnings in my life. And I requested my parents that can I go out and study. So they sent me to Bangalore. I did my graduation from Bangalore. I love that place. Back then in 1998, it was called Pensioners Paradise. I don't know how it is today. Of course, the traffic problems and everything, it is a lot changed, Bangalore. But that point of time, I thought, this is a place to settle down. But then life has its own way of, giving you different opportunities. Then I was in IMI Delhi, and UTI came for campus placements, Mr. Rao. And before I gave my interview, I didn't know M of mutual fund. I had no clue what mutual funds are. So I just studied entire overnight. And next day in the morning, Mr. Sanjay Dongre, one of the fund manager, was the interviewer, and there were a couple of other people. And I gave all the answers which they were expecting, and they thought I was quite professional and I had good understanding about mutual funds, but they didn't know everything about mutual funds. I learned in last 3-4 hours, that overnight, and hence I got selected. I was invited. So we were 4 people from the campus who got selected. We landed up in Mumbai. There were 35 management trainees. We had to undergo 1 week of training at UTI, Institute of Capital Markets. Now it is called NISM. So after that 1 week of training, my then boss, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, asked me, and he saw my CV and said, Gajendra, you come from a place called Jorhat, Assam, and do you know that we have a branch office in Guwahati? Would you like to go and join that office, because then you're closer to your home as well? So I only gave him one answer, that, sir, if I had to choose Guwahati, I wouldn't have come this far. Bombay is the financial capital of India. It's the temple of our capital markets. So I want to be in Bombay because this is where I can grow, do very well. And I was lucky. He was a great boss to be, and he gave me, the first opportunity to service the retail operations in UTI. So I was posted at Juhu branch of Bombay UTI office. And in those 6 months, the kind of experience I had got, Mr. Rao, I can tell you my 2 years of MBA never taught me all of this. In those days, you would remember UTI had a big fallout. A lot of people were coming with their old certificates of UTI 64 and saying that, UTI had lost our money and we don't want to deal with it. I want to redeem everything. So they would bring the chunks of certificates, 50, 60, and I would kind of, make them feel comfortable, have patience. And after 1 hour of discussion, while leaving, they would go and tell me, Gajendra, I have another 25 lakh rupees. Where should I put that money? Remember, they came to surrender their investments, but, after that 1 hour of discussion, they're giving me another 25 lakh rupees to manage it. So I realized that there is a big gap in our country. We have very few advisors. And that's when I got my first kind of, motive in life, that in the long term, I need to be a financial advisor. So, but, when you're 24, world don't take you seriously. So, and I thought, okay, I need to have a lot more gray hair, a lot more experience. So I continued to work with UTI for another 7 years. And as you rightly said, I was very lucky to have wonderful bosses and colleagues, people like you, people like Mr. Mohanty, whom I have always considered my mentor, Devashish Mohanty. He's always, shown us the right way. And I got good opportunities within UTI, and I was given London posting also. But then back in my heart, it was always that I want to come back, start my own operations, and do the things the way I wanted to do. That's how Etica was born in 2009. So it's now 11 years, since the company has been born. And I can't be more thankful to God and all well-wishers that the journey has been quite good. I won't say it's a roller coaster, because most startups are supposed to have a roller coaster. In that sense, we've been lucky. It has been just one straight compounding chart, the way we show in mutual funds. So that has been the journey. And I'm very happy that I took that decision to kind of quit and start my own.
Awesome, Gajendra. You are truly a role model. It is rightly said, somebody said things work out for best for those who make the best of the things. Best of the things which are working for it. I think you have capitalized that, and your mission and vision was very clear. And it's Now, let me come back to the business now. I mean, it's a great story, great inspiration. I look forward for the new MFDs coming from the college pass outs can be part of take this profession and they can join in big way. I mean, like when you started your career, I mean, with Etika, what are the challenges you faced to get the customers in the start with, and in the and you are using the technology from the day one. You know, you are tech focused, and can you narrate so that it can help some of the MFDs who are at their beginning of the business? And there is also another way I look at in the last 1 year is most of the MFDs are transferring. I mean, they are transforming to the digital world. I mean, effectively, all of us are new to the digital world. 70% of them. And can you guide on that?
Sure. So, when I started Etika, I was very clear that, this business is going to become very big. Luckily, being from this industry gave us that confidence. And again, as I said, my two brothers, because we are a joint family, they also came from financial services background. So I would say we are very lucky. You would see 1 in 1,000 such families that where you have two, three, four brothers in the same family helping you, because when you're one alone single person, it can become very difficult. Every entire pressure is on you. Okay, you have to do the ops, you have to do the compliance, you have to do selling, you have to do marketing, websites and everything you have to do, and there is beyond a point you can't do everything, right? And sometimes if you have to take big decisions, then you don't know whom to check with. Luckily, when I had such talented brothers, so we could always discuss each of the thing and then take a collective decision, and that helped us avoid those mistakes which many entrepreneurs otherwise tend to make in their early years. Because all of us had the same background, we knew what mistakes not to make. I've seen advisors closely. You would remember, Mr. Rao, 2004 to 2009 was the NFO days, dividend distribution plans, ULIP days. I was completely, clear that I would not be doing these things which many other distributors may have done that point of time. And another thing was very, very clear from day one. Since I was running my own show, I told myself that day one, in every meeting of my client, I'm going to show my own portfolio to my investors. I'm going to be very transparent. I'll manage the money as if I'm managing my own. And my one point to the client is that either we'll swim together or we sing together. Okay. If markets are going down the way it happened in March, it's not just your portfolio which is red. My portfolio would be dark red, in fact, because my entire money is out here. That's the skin in the game I wanted to, as Nassim Nicholas Taleb has always said, in our industry, skin in the game is the most important thing. So I was very clear that this is one product which is fantastic, which can create wealth for mass number of investors, common man, and we need to be the right medium to go out and reach to as many people as possible. So I never ever doubted that this business would fail. Mr. Rao, always from day one I was very bullish about it. Of course, yes. Being, that time I was like 29, 30, so technology came naturally to us. I was not at all happy with the paper and, pen format, papers lying all around. I've seen many times the distributor's office look like a CE office, chartered accountant office, full of papers and stacks of files. I never enjoyed this. I thought that this is not the way to scale up, So from day one, we try to embrace technology, everything possible. I love exploring different apps and different technology to make life easier. And I found that many of our distributor friends who were there 5, 10 years old, they were not comfortable with technology because, you're in your comfort zone. You're always used to pen and paper model. But for us, there was no such baggage. And that's why, in 2015, when NSE MFU came, we were the first one to latch up those and says, wow, this can be a game changer for all of us. So in this lockdown, digital was proved to be the biggest boon for us. There were days when Mr. Rao, when markets fell by 1,000 points, we could do 500 switch transactions, from liquid to equity funds and make an invest at those mouth-watering levels. It would have never been possible if your staff has to run from CAMS to Karvi to meet the 3 o'clock deadline. So that way, technology has really helped us. We always like to experiment with technology. We try to kind of teach our team members on how to make the best use of it. And I'm inspired by a few of my clients who have always had a paperless office, And my dream is that in one day, at Etika, I don't want to see a single piece of paper. Everything has to be online. So that is my dream, and I hope in next 3-4 years it will be possible.
Fabulous, Gajendra. I think it's the way you narrate is really interesting. But I would like to tell audience, it's a friends, those of you who just joined, like let me tell you one information. When all of us are moving to work from home and making our homes as a work, Gajendra has moved is a reasonably good office to the bigger office. I mean, during this pandemic, and he has moved, and currently he has moved to the other floor. I mean, in the same building. It's the seventh floor. I was telling some time back, it is like seventh floors. I mean, seventh, the Manzil 7. I mean, I come from Andhra Pradesh. We have Lord Balaji is our god. And we say Lord Balaji has gone at 7 hills. And that is a Lord Kubera invites him, be there and get prosperous. I think Gajendra is all there to get that into prosperity. And for any MFD, prosperity only comes when customer becomes prosper. I think, for us, customer prosperity is the most important thing. And I also believe for you, Etika, I was just looking at ETICA, and it is ET stands for ethics, I is integrated with CA is a customer aspirations. When your ethics integrated to the customer aspirations, you can always grow your business. But I would like to come back to the digital one. Like somebody is in a physical form and somebody is moving fully to the digital, there is no choice for us. Is there how this cost optimization can happen for the distribution? How an MFD can get benefit? How you look at that space, whether how much we can save on that?
Yeah, no, it's. I think digitalization is a complete, tool for cost cutting in that way, because see, to me the biggest thing is time in the world. Time is money for me always. So digital that way tool has shortened our time like anything. 2020 could be a bad year for 95% of the people in the world, in the sense, we lost our jobs and we lost many things. But I think for MFDs, this was in a way blessing in disguise, because before 2020, our mindset was not to meet digitally with our clients. We could never think of having digital such kind of sessions, right? I could have never imagined having a session with you like this. And for our clients also, there was a mindset block that we can't discuss personal finance on digital when we're sitting so far away. So it was a block from our end, it was a block from client's end. But today you just tell your client that let's meet on Zoom. That is the new buzzword, right? And so I think that has been the biggest find for us in 2020. And that can be a big game changer for all of us IFAs. I'm so bullish about this, that in next 10 years, because of this technology, now we can discuss everything online. So right from Boston to Bareilly to Bangalore, you have no hurdles. You can acquire client from anywhere in the world, and whether Saturdays, Sundays, you can do client meetings at the go. Okay, so I think so that is why I feel that digital, this is the first step. Of course, there are many other ways. Now your transactions have all become online. Your clients onboarding has become completely online. KYC has become video. Financial plans can be created on the fly. Okay, so that is where I see, a day will come when you don't have to meet physically clients. Of course, when I say you have to meet clients, but you don't have to meet them physically. In the lockdown, Mr. Rao, we have acquired more than 120 clients, and all through came through reference or online IPs that we did. But we've not met those clients in the last 9 months, and a good amount of maybe 40-50 crores inflows have come in over the last 9-10 months without meeting a single client. So I think this will now become the norm. In fact, this is great for us, because the kind of business many of us, the IFDs, MFDs may have, we are all, so at least our model is we are into mass affluent category, where our segment is like 25-50 lakh starting ticket size to a 5 crore ticket size. This is the sweet spot that we look at it. We don't cater to pure retail of 5,000 SIP or 10,000 SIP, and we don't cater to like 20 crore HNI. So we cater to the bulge bracket, which is the middle. We in our mindset always thought that unless you meet those clients, business, that conviction won't happen. And but now that we are used to Zoom webinar, in the last 6, 7, 8 months, I think now that mind block is gone. And I was telling you, I was sharing with you that we want to create a model like Dr. Devi Shetty and Dr. Naresh Trihan. So I'm sure all of my IFA friends would agree. All these top surgeons, they do 25, 30 surgeries a day. They can't be doing 30 surgeries a day if they are doing end to end, and if they are going from one place to another. So in this new office, the way our thinking is can I have 12 Zoom meetings a day? 45-minute Zoom meetings with my 10, 15 team members from my conference room. So that I'm there for 40 minutes in that 30 minutes to 40 minutes, and can touch 10 to 12 clients per day, which was earlier never possible when you were meeting physically, because if my office is in Churchgate and if I have to go to Goregaon or to Thane, it could be only 1 or 2 meetings a day. But now with this online thing, you can meet as many clients. You can do IAPs, which was earlier unheard of in the online webinar. In this lockdown, we did some 15, 20 IAPs for different kind of audiences, and 200, 300 people could come. So that way, I think this has been a game changer. The only thing now which is remaining in the kitty is, can we have one entire dashboard which we can present to our clients, where right in 40, 45 minutes, Mr. Rao, I can start the financial planning or the goal-based plan for you. And at the end of 45 minutes, you have done the required SIPs and lump sum, and you're done away with it. End to end, 45 minutes onboarding to investments. That is the only dream, which again I'm very hopeful that in next 6 months this piece will also be cracked upon. Yes.
That's fabulous, Gajendra. I think a lot of questions are. Am I audible to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think a lot of questions are started pouring. I think they are in a hurry to ask you some questions. I will not go there before. I think those questions will answer if we are not able to do this conversation fully on that. It is like this, MFDs planning to shift their entire business to the digital now, and there is no other choice available to us. And can you explain, if an MFD want to switch to total digital, is there is a process you would like to guide? Because for you it is evolved over a period of time. I'm sure during the last crisis period, I mean it is become much more sophisticated, and you have capitalized every opportunity. But so for somebody, I mean, who was not fully exposed, probably partially into the digital, partially into the physical, and somebody like you have come from the Jorhat. I have seen the town. I was in Jorhat for doing a Fauji Nivesh camp in Fauji camp in Jorhat, and it's such a wonderful city. But somebody sitting in Jorhat, he or she cannot look at the digital fully transformed. But can you guide that step by step? And I also understand from there is a quote I remember which says, immense possibilities come in the intense difficulty times. Yes. I think, that's what you have proved it. And I also remember Amit Bivalkarji was telling in his first session here, and Amit says, during the crisis is an opportunity where you get the best of the clients. I mean, good clients come to during the bad times. I think both have proved right for you. But I would like to know from you the digital, you can deconstruct digital transformation step by step, where MFD can do. This is a step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yeah, no. So one biggest thing which this COVID has changed now is, whether you are in Jorhat or whether you are in Jammu and Kashmir or whether you're in Mumbai or anywhere, location doesn't matter at all. Earlier I've seen that people from smaller towns, would have a fascination for the fund managers, because they would always say, in Bombay mein aap log ko to sab fund managers access hote hain. Nobody would come to Jorhat or Guwahati, to give us a session. But I think in last 12 months, the way we have seen all the webinars where all fund managers come, and you have access to everybody and anybody, just like that, right? The fund managers can now take webinars for your clients anywhere in India. So that, I think, has been a great thing. So I now don't agree that location is a big differentiator. But see, when it comes to technology, Mr. Rao, one complaint which I have always have with my IFA friends is, we don't invest in technology. Many of us, and somehow we want everything to be at a low cost, at a subsidized way. We want AMCs to do it. But believe me, friends, this is our business. If you want to take it to the next level, you have to invest in this. See, we tell our clients, invest for long term, invest for long term. But are we investing in our business for long term? If we are not investing in our business, how can you expect clients to give money to you, right? So Mr. Rao, as you rightly said, in this lockdown, we decided to move office, to a much larger space, because I want to invest in my business, and I know that in 2021 there'll be a tsunami of investors who would be coming to this industry, and I should have the right infrastructure. Can I have a 15-20 member financial advisors team who can go and meet those people? Believe me, my biggest worry is not getting clients. Today my biggest worry is when these clients would come, do I have capacity to manage them, right? So that is why I've invested in technology in this. I have been doing seminars for many distributor friends on technology for last 5 years. And though the seminar is free of cost because it's being sponsored by an AMC, but I tell that though this seminar is free of you, but by the end of the day you attend the seminar, this seminar will prove to be very costly for you, because then you'll go back home and you would like to go and buy those gadgets and invest in that technology. So many of my IFA friends, I tell them, when you go to your client, you carry a very ordinary mobile or a laptop, and in our business, perception is bigger than reality. What clients perceive about you is very important. If we are creating wealth for our investors and we are not ourselves being wealthy in that way, clients won't have confidence. So if, like I love to work on 27-inch MacBook, Apple iMac. So whenever my clients come and they see my office, they say, wow, itna bada screen aaj tak maine kabhi dekha nahi hai. It's a like king size office and king size screen. See, this first thing gives them such high confidence, this guy is only about technology. He has no paper in his office, and that changes his mindset. So then it's very easy for him to to start his money, because that positive vibe is very important. So I would like to tell my IFA friends that the first thing you have to do is invest in good office. If you need to have good office, you need to have good infrastructure. When I say infrastructure, many times I've seen, Mr. Rao, that people don't have good laptops also. People, when they go to client, and imagine if you're working on a laptop which is like 7 years old and very slow, you can't expect to get business, so that is my first suggestion. Secondly, you need to invest in a lot of good softwares. Again, we are used to things like pirated Office and pirated stuff. Guys, if you have to become 1,000 crore MFD today and you have to become world class, I think we have to invest in our business. We have to buy everything original, and go for new software. See, a good thing in our industry is that we all fellow advisors like to share with you. So you don't have to try everything on your own. You can just pick up a call and check with your fellow advisor which is a good backend software. Again, I've seen many people, Mr. Rao, when they are young, when they are just starting out, they don't want to spend on a good back office software, and the difference is only 10-20,000 per annum, right? But if you are investing in a good software, then you don't have to change later on. There's a continuity for life. So these are the, in our, and friends, realize one thing: in our business, the only cost is technology. There's nothing else, right? We don't have to have kind of inventory to keep. We don't have any other thing. So and this is also quite nominal. So don't shy away from investing in technology. Have good hardware, good softwares, and good back office systems, so that it should be very seamless for you to work upon your client's documents. And that is my advice to you. And of course, thanks to Google nowadays, you can learn. There are a lot of YouTube videos wherein you can learn about. You have to just ask the right question to Google. Which is the best productivity app to take document scans, from my mobile phone. And if you just spend half an hour, you'll know the best app to scan all the documents for your clients. So you have to just do some effort from your end. It's not that difficult the way you think.
Okay. That's fabulous, but still I need it is thanks for that step-by-step clarity. One need to put investment, and you need to invest in infrastructure, invest in the technology, and buy what is most important, and get that there. But still, what happens is this is the mindset shift. For some who adapted, fantastic. Who are yet to adapt, there is little discomfort. And thanks to most of the fund houses, like including Aditya Birla Sun Life, we have come with very good apps for the MFDs to get that transaction run. And MFU is already there, BSC Star is there. But if you can look at, I'm just looking at an MFD somewhere, not in Mumbai, not in Hyderabad, not in Bangalore, but somebody is at a remote and he want to or she want to get adapted to the technology. Can you narrate, what is that first step they need to do it? Investing in the technology, investing in what kind of software and what kind of tools they have and what kind of tools they can procure and how they can manage that entire cycle.
Yes, sure. So just like as I said, the first thing, of course, one thing also I would like to share with you is that, most things in technology are free of cost. There are only few places where you need to spend amount, like the good back office software, like as we said, NSC and MFU and all are free of cost again. So we have something like a client onboarding software where through one click, one form, all three platforms forms and KYC forms automatically get filled. And there's no manual paperwork at all. So that can be all done seamlessly online. And now, as I said, video KYC is there, so you don't have to do all of this. Secondly, we have a good back office software we have been using Investel, and that's been really working very good for us. But we are also kind of looking out for now kind of a software which is 360-degree, where, because I believe the future is goal-based investing. So clients need to have 360-degree view about all the investments at one place. Today, many clients are actually fed up because their investments are all scattered at different places. They don't get a single eye view. You would remember Mr. Rao, Aditya Birla had a wonderful thing called Aditya Birla My Universe, right? Where anybody can see 360-degree view of their entire investments right from bank accounts. I think that is the future. People want to see integrated stuff at one place. This is my way. And the day you are able to see clients' bank account balances in your portal in that way, you will have far more bigger control than the bankers. So, and that is with that account aggregation concept, Mr. Rao, which RBI has floated. I think that this can be boon for many advisors, but it will only be a boon if you know how to use that service, right? How to use technology to get all 360-degree information. So that is why you should be on top of technology. As I said, today it's not that difficult in this lockdown. I have attended many seminars, Mr. Rao, where how to use email automation, how to use search engine optimization, how to do Facebook ad. All these seminars would cost 400, 500 rupees, but there's a wonderful course for 499. It's a 5-episode how to master LinkedIn to increase your business. What more you can get on 500 rupees, 5 sessions with a lot of stuff. But the problem is that we don't really go out and reach. I mean, we just want everything, at our fingertips automatically, but that won't happen. You have to do a lot of searching. So I would suggest that if there are many things. Udemy is one wonderful platform where you can learn a lot about digital stuff at such throwaway prices, 499 per course. Strongly, I would recommend all my IFA friends to enroll for such courses, become masters in how to have a Facebook campaign, and you look, 2020, now we have understood that digital is the new way to reach out to investors. You need to have a strong digital presence. Whatever you love doing, I always like to do IIPs. That is my passion. But in the new world, you can't do physical IIPs. That is, it will take some more time. So I can't stop myself, and I've started doing digital IIPs. We have been doing, we have done, as I said, 20-25 IIPs in this lockdown, and you can reach anywhere in the world through these. So you need to have digital presence in whatever way you like. But if you don't know, you need to ask and you need to get started. The problem is that we don't get started. We think only when everything is right time we'll do. There's nothing called right time. You have to start and make it right.
Fantastic. I think, for all of us, 2021, we should take that resolution. First is the intent to how I can become better MFD. And MFD, that last word should be a digital way of MFD. And for that, you can look at, how you can invest on that. I mean, invest on the technology, go to the courses. So you can't get a better advice than this. And invest yourself where you want to go. First, you need to know where you want to go, then how you want to go, and what are the courses available. Of course, Gajendra is one mail away. Anyone can text him and he can suggest what you want. I'm sure. Thank you for Gajendra. And Gajendra, coming back, not only the transactions, but how MFDs can leverage technology to enhance the productivity. At the same time, it can adapt to the new business. Like you spoke about SEM and the just a while ago, and how I can get LinkedIn right, how I can get, can you guide that?
Yeah, sure. So see, one thing I can always tell you, my MFU friends, your focus can be on mutual fund investments, which is good because that is the right product. But if you're only about mutual funds, then you will not be able to scale up, because client today is looking for a integrated financial advisor. Client wants an advisor who can handle his insurance also, who can guide him on other personal finance queries on taxation, which means you need to have a 360-degree approach, right? And that is where the first thing is that you need to have a 360-degree portal where clients can see everything. The day you are able to show 360-degree view of their finances, that client has become your client for life. He won't go to other people. Look, today, because of data privacy thing, uh, client doesn't want his PAN card to go to 5 different people or his income tax return to go to 5 different advisors. He's worried. He wants only one confidential person that who knows about his family's affairs. And 80% of our clients, Mr. Rao, they come for us because we can show them that 360-degree, thing of the investments. Right now, we are doing on Excel, but as I said, shortly we are moving on to a platform where I can show them entire thing at the click of a button. Okay. Then secondly, I told you about goals. Most clients in the first meeting, if you ask, if I today you are, let's say, my client, Mr. Rao, first client, I can't ask you in the first meeting that, where have you invested all in mutual fund stocks? Tell me your net worth. Where are you listed? You will feel very uncomfortable. But can I ask you in the first meeting, Mr. Rao, wouldn't you want to plan for your retirement in next 10 years time? Tell me about where do you want to send your children for education? And in 20 minutes, if I can show you your picture of your goals, okay, this is how it is looking like. Wouldn't you feel amazing that, in 20 minutes, I got to know what I could never thought of last 20 years, and then that ice breaking has happened. You will be very comfortable sharing, okay, I have a property which I can link to my retirement goal and stuff like that. This is how the conversation will now shape up. And that is where there are few platforms, I'm not kind of recommending anything, like, as I said, uh, Happiness Factory. Amar Pandit is a very good guy. I mean, he has come out with such kind of a platform where it is like 360-degree there. And there are many, I'm sure, other. One suggestion I can give Mr. Rao, all those robo advisory platforms which we see like Grow and Kobera and this, they all have fantastic tech interface, which is very difficult for us IFS to make on our own. Why don't we kind of collaborate, right? They need advisors. They also, many of them has B2B model, right? So if they can white label it for us, we have got the ready-made platform, and they can get good number of clients from day one, and they can be kind of long-term partnership with that. So I think that is the model of the future, where we join hands with fintechs of the world. Okay. If banks have realized and banks have joined hands with Fisdoms of the world, and Bank of Baroda and Fisdom and many other companies, I think it's time for us IFAs. See, there are two things. You can build your own platform, okay? But I have always believed, why reinvent the wheel when already the wheel is there, right? You have many better things to do. So why you don't go and collaborate with some fintech partner and give the client an amazing digital experience? I think a lot of your tech problems will solve, and you'll be able to scale up much faster.
Fantastic. I think it's a great advice to every one of us. Collaborate with those who already have and work on that collaboration, how it can happen. Probably as a small MFD, if you are someplace, it is not the time to invest so much of money, and the collaboration is the best way to go it at some. But there are some paid tools for I'm talking about the MFDs today in our. I'm looking at the participants. Some of them even 100 crores plus of AUM today. And for these people, if there is any paid tools, if you look at, and to look managing their day-to-day activities, anything you would like to suggest which you are using otherwise?
Yeah. See, first thing I'll say, please get yourself upgraded to paid Zoom to begin with. I see a lot of my MFD friends using free Zoom account. Okay, we don't want to spend that even $10 per month, but I think that's the biggest mistake, marketing mistake we can do. Imagine you are telling your client, that there's only a 45-minute time limit. If there are 3 people, that doesn't work. So get yourself to a paid account first in Amazon, because if me, my team member, and there are 2 more other people joining, you don't have to worry about, okay, it's 45 minutes and again reset kind of thing. I have seen this happening, Mr. Rao, in lockdown. I've seen many of my friends, and it's very embarrassing that point of time to re-log in again and again. So these are small things can make a big difference. We don't realize. But so this is one, as I said. The other is, we have been using few softwares like Evernote. As I said, all our client interactions, the meetings, notes, everything happens on Evernote. So our team members can share. I can see all my team members minutes of the meeting on the Evernote. They don't have to share me. It's all logged in there. So life becomes much easier. When you use such digital platforms. Uh, I have spoken about my favorite, which is LastPass, which is an application to remember all your passwords. That I teach to all my clients. Believe me, this one application has given me worth 50 crores of business in the last 10 years. Just one application, 50 crores of business. Because this is a pain point which all your clients have, which many other IFAs have. Today we have 200 different user IDs and passwords we don't know how to manage, and we have seen a lot of issues in hacking. So if you can teach them how to manage all of this, I think it becomes amazing. I can tell you one more thing. I have now started attending one online course which is called Yazdi Tantra. This is a guy, YAZDI Tantra. He conducts amazing online classes every Friday evening on productivity tools with your mobile apps, with some amazing tips on your desktop, and it is worth taking membership. Right after 1 year, you would become a pro in technology. You would have some finest apps which otherwise it was very difficult for you to find out on your own. So I would strongly recommend you to start using this. I'll tell you one more thing, Mr. Rao. Not only you get benefited when you start learning this, you can then pass it on to your team members, and finally you can educate your clients, because today our clients are also not very educated. Today, if I can make my clients life easier by showing them how to embrace digital in a good way, believe me, he will forget about money worries. He will always keep coming to you because you are his tech savior of life. Anything goes wrong, he will come to you. He will not call you when markets are down 2,000 points a day. He'll call you, "Arey beta, my email is not working or something. Please help me." Have that kind of relationship with your clients. And today, I can tell you, many of my clients, never talk about portfolios, but talk about many other things, including technology.
That's a fabulous one. It's a client engaging tool, and client, it's a great engaging tool, and customer trusts you more. And for that, I need to learn more so that I can teach my customer. It's a fantastic. But then this could be a last on the digital question to you. Like you said, customer engagement will become easy. But if I become a fully digitized MFD, and I can also go and tell my customers that I can serve you much better. And you mentioned about some of the apps. I'm not against them, but as an MFD, you have a choice. And I always believe like this. Like other day, I was doing some transaction, I got stuck, and I couldn't complete it. I could inform my advisor, then he could complete all that stuff what I can do it, because I was rushing through. Because if that personal touch was not there, my transaction would not have gone through. Yeah. And I always believe that digital with a physical touch somewhere, because I always need that human touch. And MFDs are going to play a very vital role. I mean, however robo exists, but MFD got his own or our own place to get there. Can you narrate any story around?
Yeah, definitely. See, I'm never doubting for a moment that in our business, robo, I think, is still 10, 15 years away. Many people think that robo can replace humans completely. I always tell many IFA friends that, artificial intelligence cannot replace financial professionals, but those advisors with artificial intelligence replace the ones who don't use artificial intelligence. So those advisors who are using AI, who are using robotics, they can replace you, because they are now much more powerful. It's it's physical plus digital, and that combo can be very lethal. So I believe that physical advisors, physical presence is required. See, look, the way I told you, now Zoom has made us both physical as well as digital, right? I'm there at the other end of the screen, and I'm talking to you digitally. You can never expect talking to a robo like this. So that's why robo will not work, particularly finance where emotions are there. So, but if you think that I will continue to use pen and paper and I'll only meet clients physically, I think then you are at a severe disadvantage, right? So you have to change. See, with times you have to change yourself, right? And if you're not changing, then you will never be able to get the client's next generation. Okay, client has come to you because he was used to physical, but client's son or daughter will never come back to you because they're in a different world. They're used to Paytms of the world or that way. So you have to have some hook so that they should come to you, right? So today only, Mr. Rao, one client, 35-year-old IAS officer, okay, came to me and he had some 10, 12 lakhs invested through Paytm, right? What was the problem? He had 20 different funds for that 10 lakh rupees. This is where a good advisor is required, right? So I said, I can also give you the same digital experience. You don't have to fill any paper and pen. And on top of it, you have a wonderful advisor 24/7. You can pick up a call. In Paytm, you don't know whom to ask, right? You can't, you don't know. And he felt so comfortable. Not only he came, he brought his another friend who's an IPS officer. Okay. So that's how business expands for you. But if I would have told him, look, you have to sign 20 different forms for 20 different mutual funds, it would have been a complete switch off for him and he would have never come back. So you have to match the competition, and you have to even better it. This is my advice.
That's fabulous. I think, I call this as a AI plus AI is equal to AI. That is the advisor intelligence with artificial intelligence. You get AEM increase. That's the end result for you. And you rightly said earlier, you need to, first tool you need to buy is, Zoom your own paid channel. I remember on April 3rd, Gajendra, I went to my boss Bala and I want my own Zoom webinar link. And immediately I got a Zoom webinar link for 5,000 people. And I had one of the webinars, 11,000 people, the challenge. Then each of my team members got their own webinars today. And it's like, there is a challenges everyone demands. I think that's the way we need to invest in the software and invest in this. And before I take the questions, I think I'll ask a couple of things. Friends, please put your questions on the chat or Q&A. I will start taking your questions with Gajendra. Gajendra, this industry I look at, I'm very bullish on this industry. And I'm with this industry a little over 25 years of time. And this is a tipping point of this industry. It will grow up. A week back, we reached out to 180 management colleges in the country, including IIMs and ISBs. And there was a case study, we gave it to them, the final case study after many case studies, the final case study. The final case study, we asked them, this industry, where it will go and what is that you look at? And how do I get millennials? How do I get women? And how I can serve the HNIs? This is on the digital space. And it's a wonderful case study I'll share a little later. I know that shows to me there is a lot of optimism for this industry. What you look at this industry by 2030? That's the first question. Second question is how MFD's role in this industry. I personally feel they are having, I'm looking at 50 to 60% of the AEM comes from the MFDs as I look forward. And what is the scope for MFD and how how the MFDs can capitalize and how they can build the business. If you can narrate, then I can take the questions from the audience.
Sure. Just before I go that, I wanted to share that, you talk about paid Zoom account. My advice to my fellow advisors is that, invest in small things. You're now seeing my Zoom background,
Little louder, your voice is slowly low. Yeah.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I tell my fellow advisors, small way you can do rebranding. If you see my background, it's One Idiot and Etika. I've seen many advisors, when they're on Zoom, it shows their phone, iPhone or whatever. They don't even put their right name or this thing. Now, friends, these are small things, but can go a big way in creating impression in your client's mind. So, and you don't have to spend a bomb. You have to just create a good virtual background and kind of brand it with your company name. Every time there is a seminar by Aditya Birla or Cafe Mutual, you have wonderful backgrounds in that. And that's a free advertising tool which we can think. And we don't have to spend money on these things, Mr. Rao. It is all pure commonsensical thing. So that was my thing. Secondly, when you ask this question that what do you see decade? First of all, last 10 years when I started this business, I could never think that in 10 years, God has been so kind and we would, there you are. I could see you, Aditya Birla, logo. See, this is what I would suggest to all my friends also, at least to begin with you should never portray your name as to the advisor. It should be your company name. It should be a firm name. Okay. That is what you should be doing, because then only your team members and everybody will also follow, and it looks like a company and not just one person running the show. So secondly, as I said, in last 10 years, in last 10 years, it has been quite difficult that way, but still we have grown. Next 10 years, this decade, I certainly see is to be the best decade for our industry. Already we are at 31 lakh crores. I somehow believe by the end of this thing will be more than 1.5 150 lakh crores. Today we are 31, will be 5 times bigger as an industry by the end of this decade. And I'm very, so if industry grows at this pace, the good ones, imagine, the good ones will have a far superior growth. And this is the time to capitalize. Mr. Rao, one thing which I would like to share to this audience, we all talk about power of compounding, right? We all explain this to our investors, over a long-term power of compounding works. How many of us really understand that our business itself is power of compounding? This is the biggest, this is the best business in the world, where even you are sleeping on Saturdays and Sundays, money is working for you, your trail commissions are coming to you, and your AUMs are growing without anything. Forget we getting new inflows. If markets are kind, and on an average, if you get 10% growth on our assets, every year your assets are growing 10% without any incremental efforts that way. Okay, so that way we are very lucky. But if you are super passionate and you are really willing to go all out, I think next 10 years you will see this power of compounding happening big time in your business, which I would urge my IFAs that understand the power this has. So I'll give you an example, Mr. Rao. 9.5 years back, when I joined Etica, because my brother started it, on August 2011, I remember I quit UTI. I came to Etica. That day, the AUM was 4 crore rupees. It was 4th August 2011. The AUM was 4 crores rupees. And last 9.5 years, God has been kind. It has now reached 955 crores, in 9.5 years. So that is why when Nishant asked me this question, what is your big game? I hope in next 6 months it touches the 4-figure mark. But hear me out, okay? 10 years, lot of hard work, you reach, let's say, 1,000 crores. In next 10 years, with not so much hard work, because now that goodwill will start working, the power of compounding will start happening. I definitely see a day when in next 10 years, it will be maybe 8 to 10,000 crores of assets under management, for us. That is the kind of potential I see in our country, because in our country, 95% of the money is still in real estate. It's in physical assets, only 5% financialization of savings. Imagine, Mr. Rao, today the FDs are sub 5%, the interest are below 5%. This is the biggest opportunity for all of us IFAs to get these investors into mutual funds, and they can, and once they come into this wonderful product and they taste, this product, I think they can become brand ambassadors for us for life, and you don't have to worry about clients anymore. So I'm very bullish, and I think this is the golden decade for all of us.
That's fantastic. I think, I am fully with you. And first of all, congratulations. You are just almost reaching to the 1,000 crore mark. And it's a great power of compounding. It's more than the power of compounding. It's a power of your intention and your power of your commitment and power of your conviction, which is the power of compounding for you. Now I'll take questions from the audience. There are already questions, not many questions lined up, and we can answer as many possible. I think, I'm not taking some questions where to invest now on funds, etc. I'm going on the digital and business kind of it. I think attendees anonymous, kindly speak the title of Achap. Okay, something is suggested. How much is Etica's Wealth's total AUM? You already spoke about. And are they planning to work in both MFD as well as RIA? This is a question from Juneja.
Okay, good question. Very good question. So frankly, I believe at least for the next 5, 7, 10 years, both will exist, because, forget about, I always tell people, we are always in this debate, MFD versus RIA. Overall, we are all managing just 2% of the pie. 98% of the people are not even investors of the industry. So, that debate we can have after 20 years, whether to go for the MFD or RIA. Right now, just look at the size of the market you have. Unfortunately, what happens, Mr. Rao, 90% of the IFAs are so busy with SEBI, in the sense, SEBI ne ye laya, wo laya. They miss the bigger picture. For me, whatever rules and regulations SEBI come out, I only look at the size of the market. What is the size of the opportunity? That can be the biggest lever to your business more than anything else. Okay. So please kind of put this noise in a corner. Just focus on the business. Okay. Otherwise you are going to miss the bigger picture. So, but as I said, one day, definitely, though MFD is also very transparent and everything, but I believe in the future, maybe 10, 15 down the years, when platforms come, when you are able to debit fees of your own from the client's portfolio, like the way mutual fund does the management fees, I think we would like to move to such platforms, because then there is 100% transparency to the client. Client knows exactly what he's paying for, and you don't have to get money from him on a check collection basis. It's auto debit from the portfolio once for all. That I think is the future. But still, I think it's 2, 3, 4 years far off right now.
Okay, that's great. And here is another question coming to you. This is coming from Basudev Sharma. And incidentally, Mr. Sharma is also from Assam. And he says, feel very proud of you as we belong to same region. And Sharma also comes from the industry and he also worked with UTI. And he want to ask you a question. What are your views view on only advisor as a mutual fund category, or one need to be a one-stop financial solution in distribution model? As it feels the pricing will go further down, how will a fresh entry will survive the initial phase of the new way of the business will be have someone investment in hand? 12 to 15 months is a gestation period to settle down. What is your opinion?
Brilliant question, Sharmaji. I think it's a question which is there on everybody's mind who's a new IFA, and I think you've really asked it well. Okay, I'll give you my take. First of all, when you're coming to this business, any business which you start, there is a golden rule, Mr. Rao, in every, I think, community is there, first 1,000 days, right? If you survive for first 1,000 days, then you are on. You don't have to worry about it. So don't expect this business that from day one you'll be making money. Okay, this is like planting a tree. Okay, a tree for lifetime. You have to put water, protect from sunlight and everything, so that it grows over a period of time. So have 5 years of patience. If you're coming to this business, make sure that your 5 years money is there in some debt fund so that you can withdraw even if you don't get any money. Okay, then only you come into this business, because now everything is all trail income. It will take time for you to grow that trail. Okay, but if you can survive for the first 5, 7 years, then the compounding which will happen is going to be unparalleled. So from long-term business, I think this is the best business to be in, not just from money perspective. Look, I told you I could have been in my Assam business and I could have made a lot of money, but I think a day will come when this business will make 10 times more money than my Assam business, because the power of compounding is happening here. It won't happen there. Okay. When lockdown happened, my shop in Assam was closed for 1-2 months, right? But our business was as vibrant as, we could make it. So that is the power. Secondly, in this business, you get to meet wonderful people. I told you, Mr. Rao, this morning, we had IAS officer and IPS officer sitting on my table, right? What kind of wonderful relationships you make. And imagine, you have clients from doctors to, businessmen, defense, and everything, which no other business can give you such wide variety of network. The third thing is the knowledge. In ours is only business where you get 360-degree knowledge from all of us, and that is, in fact, I believe in last 10 years, whatever growth I have seen in my life it's all thanks to the wonderful MF industry. People like you who are always, eager to share your experience and learnings with us. So that is why I feel very grateful to be a part of this industry. So first 5 years, make sure that you have enough, thing to survive. And then after it will work compoundingly for you. And, as far as you said, trail is coming down, right? See, this happens in every business. As volumes go up, cost has to come down. And we have to have one thing in mind very clear. What is good for the client is good for us. Okay. In the long term, if the cost is good, if cost coming is good for the client because he'll make a lot of money, he's going to put far bigger money with you. Okay. And somebody asked a question, should your focus be only mutual fund? Yes. My entire money, my entire family's finances is in mutual funds. I don't have a real estate. I don't have PPF. I don't have bank FDs. I don't have gold. Entire family's capital is in mutual funds because I have my conviction here. And that is what I show to my investors also. So I do believe that you need to be focused on mutual fund. Many people, Mr. Rao, today started doing many other things because they have very low conviction on mutual fund. That's why they're going to insurance also. That's why they're going to NPS and other thing, because उनको लगता है कि mutual fund में trail कम हो जाएगा और इसीलिए let me diversify. I can tell you the biggest reason why in last 10 years we could build such kind of thing, because of a single focus on this product.
it's a great product. The costs are coming down every year, which is good for the customers. And that's why all other products will always look like expensive compared to mutual funds. And you should never worry that one day trail भी खत्म हो जाएगा. अगर trail खत्म हो गया कोई कारण से 10 साल 15 साल तो आपके लिए कुछ नया खुल जाएगा. World needs good advisors. Good quality advisors are very scarce. If you are adding value to your client, nobody can take away your place. That's all I can tell you.
Fantastic, Gajendra. I think, I always tell that, MF mutual funds are always mutual friends to many. Like, as you said, in the society, I can serve anyone and I can serve always. And there is no dearth for the good advisor to have the future. Whether there is trial may come down, but the business will go up and business models will go up. And incidentally, I started working 25 years back with MFDs. And today I see some of them who are somewhere at zero, but without much effort, they are today at 100 crores. Imagine how many clients they are serving. It's a great job. And here I'll go to the digital question now. It is a Sanjay Mehta is asking you, what is the best back office software for multi-asset?
Mr. Mehta, right now, as I said, we have been using Investwell. Of course, that is wonderful for mutual fund platforms. They also have for entire thing. We are also trying right now exploring IFA now also, which we feel has come up really well. So you can also kind of try and have a demo, and there are many others. See, my suggestion to you is, demo लेने में कोई पैसा नहीं लगता है, right? खाली आपका 1 घंटा 2 घंटा टाइम लगता है, बट अभी तो घर पे बैठे बैठे आप किसी का भी डेमो ले सकते हैं. तो आप ऐसा 4-5 का डेमो लीजिए, and then you'll figure it out, which is the best one for you. And always, reach out to your colleagues. You can reach out to us, me, and whatever I can share, I will always tell you my experience. What is working for me, what is not working for me. Don't afraid to ask. Just ask. पूछने में क्या जाता है?
There is, I think they're asking what is that software you said once again.
Yeah. So as I said, now we are trying IFA now. As I said, they are multi-asset. They have come out with multi-asset platform, and I'm very bullish that multi-asset is the future. In the sense, you may do a lot of business in mutual funds, but client, you have no choice but to give a 360-degree view of client's portfolio in one place. Client wants a single dashboard. Okay. If any platform is able to give that, that will be the winner. As I said, there are many robo-advisor platforms which we can tie up. I think we should talk to them, and if our kind of vision matches, then we should have a kind of tie up with them as well.
Yeah. And a lot of people are asking the Udemy course, what you mentioned. It is a Udemy, UDEMY. The courses he spoke about the digital marketing. You have plenty of the courses, and you can always look. There is an opportune time. They bring down the cost to as less as $340, means 50. It's a $5, and you can subscribe at that point of time. And then
this is the biggest investment you could do. It's you have like 10 different courses on technology on Udemy, 349, 449 rupees, 8-10 modules. Believe me, after those 10 modules, you will sound like a pro. You will feel so confident when it comes to using technology, how to do email marketing, how to do a digital campaign, the best of Facebook, LinkedIn. I think in today's world, we need to be excellent with LinkedIn and Twitter or whatever, Instagram. That is where the next generation of crowd is, and it hardly costs you anything to get a lot of clients from there.
Here is a question coming to you from Mr. Mayur Desai. Sir, can you please suggest any ideas how to do financial planning for the clients, the software, etc.?
Okay. Yeah. So I will suggest you simple thing. We have been using Network FP's goal-based financial plan, which is a 1-pager financial plan. Friends, it takes 10 minutes to build that financial plan. If you're just basic with Excel, also you should be able to do it. But otherwise, I said nowadays softwares like as I talked to you about IFA Now or Happiness Factory or even Investwell, all these softwares have goal-based financial plan which you can create on the fly. So the days of Excel are now over in that way. But if until the time you get to a good platform, try the 1-pager goal-based financial plan. It works wonderfully well.
Yeah, here is a question coming from Tanishka Finance. If we start through MFU, then how the client will get CAGR growth, because MFU does not provide CAGR in the statements?
No, you are right. See, MFU is just a transaction platform. You need to have a good back office platform to show everything to the client. As I said, we have been using Investual and our clients have been very happy. The platform is able to give excellent reporting tools as far as the entire mutual fund portfolios are considered. Today only, this client who came IPS officer, he brought his NSDL statement and he couldn't make out any head or tail out of it. He said, I'm not able to understand. And when he saw this platform, he was so happy that I could show him everything the way he wanted, right? His entire journey and everything. So, investing in such good software really pays well. I would strongly encourage not to cut corners there.
Yeah, great, Gajendra. Thank you. I think somebody is asking, I would have requested, anonymous attendee, probably friends, if you can write your name, we would have been too glad. This question is meant for me. I look at, sir, when you are arranging sessions on life planning, yeah, I promised last time a sessions on life planning and Partha was a little busy and you asked for what are the dates of that session. It is starting from the 5th of February and last session will be on 19th of February. We are doing 4 sessions. We'll keep you posted. But I prefer you would have put your name, I would have called you back and informed you. And this is a question coming from Sumit Agarwal. Digital KYC is important for the client's acquisition and how to go for it?
Yeah, so digital KYC now, a lot of mutual funds are in fact providing online, it's a video KYC. For 5-10 minutes, you can do everything there. Even CAMS and Carvi are also now providing. So see, the best way to do is, first do it for your family or friends, any member, so how, if there are any problems, and then you can start doing for clients. And with, as I said, with now Aadhaar, becoming full thing, I think a lot of these things will become so easy in the future. But at least try it, begin with. You will have some challenges, hiccups, but at least once you're comfortable, you will realize that this is much easier than the old way of doing things, the paper way.
Yeah, this question is not digital, but it's some guidance. Here is a question coming from Rupali Dharmashi. I mean, as a new MFD, what should be our initial step to acquire the clients? From where we should get the data other than the references of family and friends?
Rupali, good question. Believe me, when I started business in 2011, I had my only source of new clients that point of time was IIPs. Not because I wanted to get clients from IIPs, but because I genuinely believed in IIPs. One rule has been always in my IIPs. I've done IIPs for 5 people. I've done IIPs for 5,000 people. After the IIPs, I've never tried to contact them unless they have come back to me. मेरा मतलब वो कृष्ण भगवान कहते हैं ना कि काम करो और फल की इच्छा मत करो. Do your work and move on. If you've done something good in that IIP, if clients like it, if people like it, they'll come back to you. But many people tell me, sir, मैंने IIP किया, I didn't get any business. Nobody called me. First 5-7, nobody will come, but a day will come when if your IIPs are so great that people will come automatically to you. So that has been, my biggest success factor. And I believe all of us are unique. You would also have some strength. You should find out what is that strength which you would like. If you're good in writing, write a blog, create your own blog. Okay. If you're good with podcast, start your podcast, but something unique which you are comfortable with. It will take for a while for you to kind of settle there, but once you're consistent with your efforts, results will come. I can tell you.
That's fantastic. And here is the question coming from Sridhar Gaikwad. You have mentioned about trusted software first passwords. What is that app you use?
I've been using LastPass for last 7-8 years, and life has changed for me. In 8 years, I don't remember a single password. I don't need to. I have 200 user IDs and passwords, all managed by my software, LastPass. Please try it out, and you will thank me ever for this.
That's fantastic. And here is a question coming, dear Gajendra, whether this is coming from Satyanarayan. I mean, dear Mr. Gajendra, whether your office is also doing equities and deposits of the companies?
So as I told you, my passion, as in my biggest conviction, is on mutual funds. But if clients, there are few clients who may want fixed deposits or this thing, I mean, we do everything for them. But as I said, our focus is mainly on the mutual funds, because this is one product which has not disappointed, us in the last 11 years. Whether it is debt funds, whether it is equity funds, hybrid, whatever category, I think it's the best product. Like as I said, if our clients come and they want to invest in gold funds or gold bonds for 8 years, we give them sovereign gold bonds because that's the best product for that time frame for the client. But if the client is coming for 6 months or 1 year investing to gold, we can either suggest them gold ETF or gold fund. So, client's interest is very important, and then you have to match the right solution. Okay, that is what I believe.
Fabulous. I think here a question coming from Elongovan Vijay. Good evening, sir. I missed some part of the seminar due to network issue. Is there is a recording version? Friend, Mr. Elongovan, the recorded version will be available to you. Cafe Mutual will host it on the YouTube maybe in a day or two. Please wait for it, or we will share with you. This is a question from Manish Kumar. Do you use any software for staff managing software?
Staff management, yes, we do have a software, employee management software, where all our employees' attendance, when they come, when they have gone holidays, they're all personal records. Everything is managed. There are quite a few softwares available. Great HR is one. You can download the app, and they charge you very nominal amount. And they have all kinds of forms available, like offer letters, appointment letters. Everything is there, and a lot of employment related guidelines are all there, like EPF and everything. So we have started using that. That's a great tool. Quick checks is another such tool. When you try online employee management apps or HR app, I think you'll find a lot of options. See, as I said, now the best way is to get a free demo. All companies are willing to give you free demo for half an hour, 45 minutes. If you just try 2-3 different softwares, you will know which one to go for. I mean, it's not that difficult.
I think, I'll stop this with the last question. Here is a question coming from Ashwini Juneja, and which is the best portal for organizing the portfolios of our clients?
See, best portal, I mean, as I said, for most of our clients, we have been still doing on the Excel-based financial planning, because that is where we could customize. But that is not the future, in the sense you can't scale it up with. And as I said, right now we are kind of experimenting with a few online platforms like IFA Now and others I told you. But in 6 months' time, we want to integrate everything with just one platform, where I and my client simultaneously could see entire things about client's life on that platform. And then in 45 minutes, I should be able to finish a conversation. That is, finish a conversation, close that. I wouldn't say sale. I would say, that otherwise what happens, because of the inefficiency in the system, the things may take months and months to happen. But if I can close individual cases in 45 minutes, then I can scale. Like, Mr. Rao, you told me your target at Birla is touching how many 10 million customers, right?
Right.
This would only be possible if you have a wonderful technology, at the back supporting you. So that is my dream goal for 2021.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I think, it was an amazing session. Before I conclude, I have a last question for you. What are your future plans for Etica? I mean, this is from me. The question is coming to you. And then I look at today, there are Robinhood investors, and these millennials need to get converted, baptized to the mutual funds because they learn better fast. I mean, the honeymoon journey was too good for them, but I think anytime they may get into difficulties, like as our SEBI chief said, whether they are Abhimanyus or Arjuns, we'll see little later. And what are your plans to get millennials on your fold, if you have anything, and your future plans?
Yes. So I, as I said, it is not just about money, which I've come into this business, Mr. Rao. It's far bigger things at stake here. I tell people we are into the wealth management industry, right? We tell people we'll create wealth for you. We sell that dream to our investors. But imagine if we have not created wealth for ourselves in that way, in the same way, we have told biggest lie to the world, right? Because customers will tell, "Pehle khud ka wealth bana lo, then you talk about creating wealth for me." That is my only request to all IFAs, that whatever you are preaching to the client, are you practicing it yourself? If you are telling your clients to do SIPs, are you doing it for yourself, your family members, your friends, your children? Okay, are you doing your own retirement save and stuff like that? So one movie changed my life, One Idiot. I'm sure most of you would have seen, and that is what I would like the world to call me by 50 in next 10 years. I'm already 40, Mr. Rao, so I have 10 years left for this to prove. I started my One Idiot journey 10 years back with 10,000 SIP per month. And today I'm proud to share I'm doing 10,20,000 SIP per month for my family uh, on the way to become one idiot. And I will not stop until I touch the 100 crores goal by 2030. Because, and the idea is, uh, it's a challenge that I've taken. Life is beautiful when you have a grand challenge, because that becomes a purpose, right? That makes you motivated, that makes you wake up every morning and says ye kaam karna hai. This is a big challenge. So this is my goal. As I said, I want to buy a Rolls Royce car by an SIP. This is the miniature model you can see here. Okay. Rolls Royce is the ultimate icon for people. And here's a challenge to most of you. Next time, whenever you see a Rolls Royce, remember me. You can see Ferraris of the world, you can see BMWs of the world, but it's very difficult to spot a Rolls Royce, right? I want to buy this Rolls Royce through SIP. And this car is not for me, Mr. Rao. This car is actually for all of you to come and take a ride in that car. And if you can get inspired, by taking a ride through Marine Drive, and if that inspires you to start your own SIP, my purpose would have been served. I would have inspired another person to become one idiot. And the idea is, in next 10, 15 years, can I create hundreds and thousands of idiots, one idiots? As I've always believed, we are into such noble profession. 90% of the monies in this world are money related. And if we as advisors can remove this problem from our clients' life, and if we can help them live a good quality life where they don't have to worry about money, they can spend more time with family and enjoy this wealth, our role would have been ably justified. This is my only dream.
Amazing, Gajendra. It's like, I'm thoroughly inspired with your Rolls Royce as a model, and I look forward to take a ride in your Rolls Royce one of those days. And it's glad and congratulations. And it's like always keep that inspiration. What a way to start 2021, the first session with an inspiration from Gajendra. And he is not only a role model, but Rolls Royce is on the way to come. And I do my 10 lakh SIP. That's an inspiration. As an, preach what you practice. That's a message. Amazing. And I'm really thoroughly touched. It is a year starting with a very optimistic note. Rather, decade is starting with a very optimistic note and lessons from the masters. But you are for me, it is like a Sachin Tendulkar always called little master. You have to become a big master of the Rolls Royce. And it's very glad. And friends, I think you would have got a wonderful message. Please put on the chat what you have learned from Gajendra. One thing you want to carry from Gajendra. What is that you want to carry? Put the chat box. You can write that. That should be your inspiration. Carry that message. That word can be inspiring for you 1 year, it's 1 decade, and one message for you. Role model, enthusiasm. I think it's fantastic. Satyanarayan says, it's like Manish says, great session, but please put what is that you take it. 100 portfolios, 100 crore portfolio. Fantastic. Focused, Sujata says. And each of you can write what you want to take away from Gajendra. That should be, keep it on your dashboard and let that become. As you write that, I will also summarize what Gajendra said. I think, Gajendra, I just quickly summarize what you said. Probably I love the way you entire things convinced. I put it into 3 C's. That 3 C's are for you. What you mentioned is your conviction in the business and your conviction on the business to grow, not only in you, and your conviction on the Indian economy. That's a fantastic thing, the first one. And the conviction alone is not sufficient. We all need to build competence. For me at Aditya Birla Capital, ABC, I always say, always build your competence. I think, that's where, because your goalpost keeps changing, you need to develop yourself. That is where. And for this competence, 2 things are important. One is a growth mindset. Second is the knowledge enhancement, knowledge orientation. That is GK of Gajendra Kothari. Growth mindset and knowledge enhancement. And the third C I look at is, all this is possible. There will be a period of turbulence which will come in. That time you should have a confidence in the self-confidence in your system, what you adapted. Like we are in the volatile market, we should not become volatile individually. I remember having seen in March, you have shown your statement of account. I also heard from you the stories after showing your statement of account, how your investors put a lot of money in the month of March. Now they are laughing, they're smiling, and they are enjoying. You have given in the last 8 months returns, or next 8 years returns have come to them. I think that's where you created that 3 C's. And second, the digital is the way you have transformed the entire sales process. And that is not only radical, but it's also practical. I think you have adapted, I think that model we all can suggest to many of the MFDs. And in the process of your last 9 years journey, life is not smooth. It is not exactly a roller coaster ride, but it could be a roller coaster ride which you enjoyed it. I look at like this, I can sum it up in one line for it is, struggle and strive to achieve size and scale. I think that's where I look at what you have looked at. And it is always, again, for your entire thing, I could look at one word I can sum it up is, don't make an attempt to predict the future, but create the future. That is my Rolls Royce. I think, you are on that path. And it's all that I can sum it up is, yours is a fresh thinking and brave ideas. And thank you so much for being a master here for today. It was wonderful to connect with you. I am more energized than audience. I think, this inspiration for me to go back this year I need to reach to 10 lakh investors through various modes. I think, that's what I look at. You are an inspiration. I'll come back to you personally to seek some support, and wishing you all the good luck. And I wish Etica Wealth a wonderful time, and let this tribe grow, and may your investors have all the good times. They will laugh and smile to the bank, and God bless you. Thanks for being here. And I wish audience, thanks for making this evening, being with you, with Gajendra and with us. I really thank Cafe Mutual, Prem, Anita, and everyone. And for me, that Cafe Mutual CAF is collaboration, acceleration, focus, and engaging. You have to collaborate with the right people. You need to accelerate your way you grow, and focus on one thing, what you want to accomplish, and engage yourself into the right conversations and right education to get yourself energized. Thanks for being here. Thanks once again, and over to Anita if she is there.
Yes, thank you so much. Sonam, I'm unable to start my video, so you will have to do that. Thank you so much, Gajendra. Thank you, Mr. Rao. I'm so glad that this is the very first session that we're doing for 2021. I'm so glad we picked up this master. This was truly so encouraging, Gajendra. I'm so the kind of conviction, the energy that you bring to this profession, I think, is just so admirable. And I'm sure with the kind of conviction you have, I'm coming to your office very soon to ride in that Rolls Royce. What say, Mr. Rao? We should all get together and go there very.
Wow, what a dream to be for us.
You all invited. And in fact, I would like to invite all IFA friends also. If you happen to come to Mumbai, please come over. I would like you to have chat with our team members also, so that if one thing can motivate you, by coming here, my job would also be done. Because I believe, this industry, the best thing about this industry is not money, as I told you, it's about the wonderful people we are part of. We have all learned from each other. Cafe Mutual has been a great platform for all of us to share, exchange ideas. I see, Anita, every other day mail from you, share your best experience in how you reach out to the clients. I mean, we all learn from fellow advisors. Itna free mein gyan kahan mil sakta hai, right? From the best
So
of
glad.
the country. Ever grateful, I would say.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Rao, for as always, anchoring this session so well. I don't think that anybody else can do this as beautifully as you do. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. I'm sure you guys have really, taken away so many insights from this particular session. Please do let us know, give us your feedback to help us bring in far more relevant topics to you. And thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Fantastic. Thank you. God bless. Thank you so much, Gajendra.
Thank you. Pleasure.
It's GK for me now is the growth mindset and knowledge enhancement.
Thank you, Mr. Rao, so much.
Thank you, Anita. Thanks, Sonam. Thanks, Kiru, for everything organizing, and thank you so much. And God bless all. And each of them are giving a wonderful feedback. Thanks for all those inspirational feedback. We will share the recordings, Mr. Mohammed Salim. I think it will be available to you in 2 days' time.